How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be taking you on an early leveling run for a ranger. This is what I'm going to be doing on the Sentinel League start in order to get myself into the fire trap raider that I have planned. Now, this is going to be using explosive trap for the main part because you just do not get the support gems on a ranger to really scale the burning ground from fire trap. So I've worked out like step by step how to make an explosive trap build work on a raider start, and I'll show you what that entails along the way. But once I get into town here, I'm going to show you what the end goal looks like from an Act 3 Dominus kill from a previous run, so you know what we're getting into, what we're trying to create. And you'll find out that explosive trap is pretty powerful, especially early on. So we're going to take all this stuff here. Every run's different. Sometimes we get different things. So check out Dominus kill and we'll go through the shop. This is Dominus where my first run ended up. My explosive traps are kind of slapping. I've got linked lightning spire and flamethrower traps for extra damage. That's just not needed. I'm not even using the poacher's mark, which is used to give extra flat damage to the explosive trap, because this is just nuts. Okay, and then here comes Dominus. We'll drop the extra ones in the bear trap, and then we'll curse him too. There we go. Crafted once in Act 2. 2 4 links. That's it. Okay, and then 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Spam down these traps, and then drop the bear trap, and then curse, and then spam down explosive traps. There we go. I think I'm going to stop there, and we're going to record the run from the very beginning. Okay, so in town, first thing I'm going to do, we want to sell stuff. Every run's different. I got a rustic sash here that scales physical damage. We're going to identify that and put that on. Everything else we can vendor. It's fine. Actually forgot to take the bow off. We're even vendoring the bow and the gems. All that, we're going to purchase an explosive trap. We're going to check for wands that have +2 fire or physical gems. Nothing there. This one is 3 linked with a green, blue, blue. I'm going to take that. For now, it's not for the explosive trap though. So come here. Any gem doesn't matter. We can sell that. Purchase. I'm looking for green, green, red. Green, green, green will suffice early on. I can't find that. Just green, green will be the target here. We got anything? Like I'm taking the shield. It's the only green, green. Okay, we'll throw the explosive trap in there, and we go. Now this build is not easy to level with. It requires some pretty conscientious use of mana flask, like the entire way through. So it'd probably be easier if you're not as comfortable with game mechanics and things to play like Caustic Arrow and swap to the trap build once you are ready for it. But you can follow along with this and we can make it work. It's just it's gonna be difficult on the mana side of things. But here, once I get to the waypoint, I'm not going to go into the mudflats. I'm instead going to go to the tidal island. I want to try and get level 3 there and kill Hailrake before going back to town so that I can check the vendor for gems again. So there, I just got a transmute. That's really useful. We're going to be looking for 3 transmutes in Act 1. Then we want to start looking for alterations, and then we want to make sure not to use any chance orbs and grab as many essences as we can find, as they are invaluable. And we will use those to make our wands for pushing through, probably take you all the way through the end of Act 10. Alright, I did not kill enough enemies to get the trap level here, so this Hail Rake fight can be kind of rough, as I'm going to be wishing I had more damage, and I'm going to run out of flasks. And hopefully I don't die. Out of mana as well now. Yeah, there it is. There, it leveled. So I did not level yet. Scale Vest here. That's something to keep an eye out for. It's linked, so a Chrome could potentially give me my green, red on that. So I'm going to keep clearing through here until I get to level 3. Then we're going to log out to a character selection screen so we don't wind up back in a queue on a league start. Helps to practice it early so you don't log out. So I'm going to take the Quicksilver Flask, take Chance to Poison. That is what goes here. And we're going to vendor everything else. I'm going to hold on to that chest though. Rid of that. Now we're going to check the vendor again. See if there's a green, red. That one. Here we go. Green, red. We've got it. These can go away. We should check here for movement speed boots again since we're here. Nope. So next we check for wands. For that plus to fire. Nope, not there. Move the explosive trap out of here. This off. I'm going to grab another wand. Hopefully one with 12%. Like that one. Get rid of this. Purchase. Nothing else we need at the moment. Alright, so now we can jump into the mudflats. We're going to be a little bit stronger here. Got an Evasion ES chest, which is pretty cool. But we don't have any armor at all, so these Roas are going to hurt and potentially kill me. Medium Life Flask is good. Especially now that I got my Gem 2 linked, it's going to cost even more mana than it was before. Really have to pay attention. I would love another Mana Flask. Kill these blue enemies. I do want to get a level here. It's pretty easy to get to level 4 in this zone without focusing on killing too much stuff. But always want to take those out if I can. Power Ring. That'll be nice. Give us some extra mana. Them. Coral Ring, extra life. That will keep us alive in here pretty comfortably. Last glyph should probably be right up here. It is. Okay, I did get my level. Okay. Rare pair of boots. That's nice to see. Identify that. Ooh, we got movement speed. We got life, fire, and cold res, and strength. That's huge. Gem leveled again. More magic enemies. Nice. Then we'll move on. So, we have the colors. We have movement speed boots. So now we don't need to check Tarkly for anything anymore. Throw this Quicksilver Flask on. So we'll refresh charges when we go back to town. We still want to check for that wand.
What little help I can offer.
Let's see. Nope, nothing there. So let's see here. I...
Goodbye.
No. I see. Yeah. We can't use them yet. So we want to take a bear trap and dash from Tarkle here. Got a little bit ahead of myself there. Throw these on. Get those set up. Always attack without moving. Okay. Now we'll go back to the Submerged Passage. And try and blaze through here pretty quickly. The explosive trap clears pretty well in this zone. Trying to find the bridge to move on forward. Anything too terrible gets in our way, we can drop a bear trap on it because that's going to increase the damage the enemies take from traps. Another medium life flask.
That's nature for you.
Nice. Alrighty. Here's our bridge. And here's the bridge. I'm going to drop a portal there. We're going to come back to that once we get to the ledge waypoint. Okay, here's the Brood Princess, the unique enemy in this zone. I'm going to drop the bear trap on her and then start spamming traps on top. It'll cause her to take quite a bit more damage. Getting chilled there. Iron rings are nice. Going to need that at some point. Hold on to that. Alright, now into the ledge. Now, if you're trying to go super fast, you don't want to fight everything in here. You can fight nice packs, try and keep your Quicksilver Flask up. But we don't have Onslaught. We can't gain Onslaught with traps, so we really can't make use of Onslaught, so we're really just limited to the Quicksilver Flask for speed. Alright, got an extra level. I killed too much stuff in the mud flats. I wanted to get to this waypoint at level 5 and then get to level 6 going for the crab skill point quest. But that's okay. Back to town. Check again for the wand. Purchase wands. Spell damage, mana. Nope, not there. Okay. If you get it, it's cool. If not, oh well. We can work around it. It's really long-term planning, is looking for that wand. Alright, into the flooded depths. Gotta go kill the crab. Might be able to get another gym level on the explosive trap on the way. That would be pretty handy. Yeah, magic enemies in here. And I should mention that another large mana flask. That's good. Definitely need the mana flasks. Alright, crab should be just back here. Throw some traps at it, but we want to hit it with the bear trap so it takes increased trap damage. And I got chilled. I think it does do cold damage, so it chills. Only a 3-second duration on the buff effect from the bear trap. So you got to keep throwing them if you want to make use of it. Now, if we had a green, we could have a swift assembly in here for some extra damage, but that's okay. Exit to character select. Didn't quite get that level. That's okay.
Hello.
Here we got gloves. We already have movement speed boots, so we can just vendor everything else. Now, this global physical damage is affecting the damage of the explosive trap. Explosive trap deals physical damage, converts some of it to fire, but this increased global physical damage will scale the damage of the trap. So that is nice. Check out these gloves, more life, cold res. Sure. We already checked these wands. So what do we need here? We got a large mana flask. We have medium lives already. Grab this skill point. Then we can start putting passives in. Still just that level away from getting Primal Spirit. I'm going to go ahead and purchase the gems that I need. I'm going to drop one Transmute. We're going to get a Frostblink, Steel Skin, and Onslaught. So this is the reason I wanted this blue-green link. And steel skin we have as well.
Greetings.
Purchase. I want a helmet. Some kind that has a red socket. Like just that one. Okay. I got strength on something, so I'll go ahead and throw the steel skin on.
Stay sharp out
Cool. And we go. Back to the ledge. Alright. Got my level. With this level, I can grab Primal Spirit. That is for the strength and intelligence. So now I can take my dash off, put in Frostblink with Onslaught, and if I kill things with my Frostblink, then I have a chance to get Onslaught from that. So we're actually going to wind up seeing Frostblink do a lot of damage. It's not there yet because we don't have any like flat added damage to our skills, but it will help through clearing. And the more enemies you hit with it, the faster it cools down, so that's also comes in handy. Another large mana flask. Actually insane. Really need that. Alright, so that will help us get through Brutus. Getting the flasks is really, really important, even if you have to buy them with the Wisdom Scrolls. There's the Onslaught proc, giving us the bit of extra speed. Now, if you were able to trade with somebody and get an Arcane Surge early, that would be also part of the Frostblink. That would give you extra damage on the Frostblink as well as the traps, as they are spells. Ooh, an Auk. That's nice. Hold on that until we get a 4-link maybe. In Act 3. Portals we still need right now. Hate to like double in back and stuff, but it's worth it early on. Make sure you get everything squared away. Alright. I have a transmute. I do need a transmute once we get to the prison. The other two we won't need for a bit. The second one is to buy Clarity. And the third one is to buy a Fire Trap. You're level 8, so we can equip the gem that we get up here. Well, we're good to go. Alright, back to town. Check for wands again.
The tale of
It's getting increasingly unlikely that we find one, as now more mods can roll. There's +1 cold. Oh well. So we're probably going to stop looking at this point. I'm going to grab an added fire damage, put that in there. So we're going to get physical as extra fire damage from the explosive trap. It also means it's going to cost more mana. That's why we really want these large flasks. Okay. We can sell that. Anything else we need? And grab a large life flask. Why not?
farewell.
We won't come back here till after Brutus. And we'll start getting the life nodes. So now we got the gym set up that we're going to use until we kill the Weaver. In Act 2. We're going to grab this Ascendancy Trial. Alright, Ascendancy Trial done. Now we just move our way through here. Try and get to Brutus as quickly as possible. On, here's the upper prison. Almost level 9. We can't use Clarity till level 10, so we want to have that in mind, but it's not super important that we get them right here. It's that Clarity is, like, helps for sanity's sake. Trying to keep the mana up. Getting to level 9, though, is really nice, because with that level, you can get this extra life, chance to avoid being stunned, life regen if you used the life flask recently. That will help against Brutus for sure. Ooh, a strongbox. Strongboxes are nice because you can just throw down a bunch of traps preemptively and then kind of blow the enemies up. I should have spread them out a little more, it seems. Okay. Hey, an amulet. It's the first amulet that I've gotten. That's going to give me mana regen. That is fantastic. Oh my goodness, I got stuck. I don't like playing the game without phasing. And life flask, don't need that. Alright, here is the Warden's Chambers. About halfway to level 10. Alright, coming up on Brutus here. And we're going to make sure we're really using the Frostblink to position ourselves. If he's going to start winding up an attack, we Frostblink behind it. Wow, I'm out of mana flasks. Okay, portal and refresh the mana flasks, or else we're just going to stand there and not be able to attack. And then we use the bear trap. Oh, he missed it. And then, yeah, we Frostblink over that ground attack. Like so. And away from that one. But yeah, my mana flask can barely keep up my mana sustain. Alright. Hard part's pretty much over. I mean, we're not completely out of the woods yet, but it's okay. Once we get to level 20, things will really start popping off. Don't need any of those gems, so we're just going to vendor them. Alright, we'll get a transmute from all that stuff. We're going to sell this iron ring with this added cold gem that I took. We'll use that a little bit later. And then in here, I'm going to purchase a sapphire ring. You can't purchase a topaz. And then I'm going to purchase clarity with the transmute that I have. And the smoke mine, don't need. So we throw, we can't use clarity yet, not level 10. Prisoner's Gate. Okay, there's another transmute. That will get us the fire trap, so now we can start identifying rares because we're going to need alterations. Another transmute. There we go. Alright, so we can throw the clarity in now. It's not going to solve the problems, but it will help. Every time explosive trap levels too, it's going to start costing more and more. Shrines are nice. Killing rare enemies when you can is also good. Extra chance for rare items like so. Try and help get the alteration. If we get an early alteration orb, then we can make a wand with some extra damage before we get to Mervail. That'll come in handy. And the bear trap's also very helpful with that. Okay, here's the unique enemy here. Fire dog. Hit him with the bear trap. Resists fire, so he's probably not the target to fight out of any of them, but look, there's another rare item, so that's 3. That's probably a alteration guaranteed at this point, so that's great. So next 2 points we're going to go up, and then we're going to work into Master Sapper. That's going to not only get us frenzy charges, but also a bunch of extra trap damage. So that's good. What is this? A ship's graveyard cave right inside the entrance? I've never seen that. I'll take it though. Alright. Got to the end of the ship's graveyard cave. We can always get frozen from the cold snap. Grab this, we don't have to fight the elemental there. Out of here, and I guess, like, is the Fairgraves gonna be down here? Oh, look at that blue pack. Nice. Yeah, there's Fairgraves. Right on. Level 12. That means I can put on the fire trap when I get it. Amber amulet as well if I needed strength. That's a nice thing to have. Bear trap. Here we go. Another rare.
You were a good man in a bad situation, Fairgraves.
Alright. So, I guess... It feels weird. I feel like I did things out of order there, because everything just kind of spawned on top of the waypoint. Right, now I guess we go for Mervail's Caverns. Ooh, I found an essence on the way. Okay. This build is fantastic at essences. I'll show you why. Once these enemies will leave me alone. Alright, so essence. I clicked it once. I'm going to start spamming traps till they go off. And I'm going to click the essence again. And well, I went it to half. He ran away pretty quickly though. It's okay. We'll get to the point where we can one-shot those. With ease. Alright, finally. Cavern of Wrath. Go back to town. We get a passive from dealing with Fairgraves.
Oh, Fairgraves. So,
Okay.
Mervail, if you must,
I thought his name was Harambe Wannabe, and I was just like
it may be
scratching my head.
please.
But it says Elden Ring Wannabe. We can vendor that. We need to identify rare items. Okay, there is that alteration. The rest of this we can just vendor. Fine. Just items. And for wands again. Nothing there. Alright, and we are going to grab Fire Trap. Have it. Put on this passive. That's trap damage. I have 2. Trap throwing speed.
Hello.
Yeah, one more step. I'm going to take the wand that is linked. We're going to transmute it. So it has to be a blue wand. And then I'm going to take this white topaz ring with the alteration and the blue wand. Put it in here. It's going to add flat lightning damage to spells. There we go. Then I could augment this if I want. Cold res. Love to see it. And then we're going to slap on the sapphire ring for some extra cold res. Now we're looking good.
While we
Right
live,
on.
we are blessed.
Missed the poisonous concoction. Alright, Mervail's Caverns. Let's go. What is our cold res? 48. That's plenty. Now, normally I would advise grabbing a vitality, but I think I'd rather have the mana, and I play softcore, so if I die fighting Mervail, I spawn at the door and go back in and finish fighting Mervail. That's okay with me. But we should be fine. Getting that extra flat lightning damage to spells is going to make that fight go much smoother. And then we're going to use that same kind of recipe later on to make better better lightning damage to spells once in Act 2, level 20. Hey, another essence. Stuff, alright. Almost. But it's very nice not have to worry about those and chase them around and deal with whatever they've got going on. Because we can stack that damage. Alright, this one. Level, 30% increased trap damage. And it's huge. Gotta watch out for those explodey guys, because I ain't got no fizz reduction. I got a little bit. I did get some gloves. If you're really thirsty for rares, you can try and fight these guys. But you're normally not stacking the resistance types against them, but they die, so... Ooh, and yeah, we're gonna have new mods on the rares, too. Coming in Sentinel. almost to the point where I can kill stuff with the Frostblink. Not quite getting them. Closer, though. But I am getting that onslaught up. Frostblink is so nice. For someone who doesn't use Frostblink, it's probably a very awkward skill to use, but someone who knows how to use Frostblink, I don't think there's a better movement skill in the game. It's so good. Alright, we got another level. With this level, I'm going to take the Trap Mastery for a 5% chance to throw 4 additional traps. Now, some people might say, instead of this chance to poison, you should probably be running multiple traps. I don't like that idea. Instead, I just do that, and then some of the time, since I'm throwing so many traps, I'm going to throw a bunch more. And it's going to be cool. It's more useful for clearing than it is on bossing anyways. But damage against Mervail is definitely better than I can get with the Caustic Arrow. By this point. That's just with the 1-1 craft. Made it pretty easy. Keep using the bear trap when I can. Gotta manage the mana. I'm out of mana flasks. Hopefully these enemies can recover it. There we go. Yeah, 48% cold res is enough. There we go. There's Mervail.
For a man, that's what did this to you, Mervail.
Fine. I'll leave them. Trying to zoom. How long did that take me with talking? 36 minutes. Not bad. Not no speedrunner time, but 36 minutes is better than the 42 minutes of my last run. And that one I was like try hard focus, so practice helps a lot in this game. Oh, 14. Okay, there should be the unique enemy here. Yep. Some knockback. Okay. Like that. Alright, I have 3 transmutes. I probably want more alterations, so let's identify the rares. Check the boots for movement speed, but no. And yeah, we don't use any of these, so gloves I have are better. They have resistances. There we go. So we're sitting on 2 essences. I don't have any iron rings. I haven't seen those yet. Ooh, here is the den right out the entrance. We'll take that. Use this to get to a second Quicksilver flask. Grab this massive shrine. I've had so much trouble clicking on shrines today. It's like they don't want to give them to me. Okay. Since I got so many wisdom scrolls, I'm going to want to grab better mana flasks when I go back to town after this. And I want that. That I can vendor for chrome. Right on. And then we're just going to go out this back exit, because we know which direction we're going from the exit, so it might put us closer to the exit than we were coming in. So we'll go to the waypoint. Ooh, Exile. With the boss here. That is now tormented. Look at that. Rare topaz ring. Green, green, red. Iron ring. Okay, leave the rest. Okay, mana lightning res. Can probably drop the life. Here. Need that. More magic enemies. And beasts. Not gonna fight the beasts. If I saw the red beast, I might fight the red beast because it spawns so many enemies. It's great for XP. But we want to go back to the forest encampment, get that Quicksilver. And then we're going to be dropping a mana flask here
I am the white.
as well. Quicksilver. Sell. And then no upgrade in mana flask here. Well, that is unfortunate, isn't it? Because I just vendored my mana flask. Yay. That's good. Well, we're in a medium mana flask now, because this one costs 3 transmutes, and it's instant, so it's not as good, actually. Oops. Alright, so next, I'm going to start getting the mana reservation efficiency stuff, because we're going to need that next. Because we're going to get Skitterbots and Herald of Ash. And we're not going to be able to use them because of the mana cost of the explosive trap, unless we really invest into those nodes. So here's the red beast, so we're going to fight this. It's going to keep spawning enemies around it, so hopefully it regenerates life and has endurance charges. That is a tough beast to want to fight. And resists elemental damage. This is not the beast to fight. I should see this and be like, no, we're not going to fight this. And I'm about dead, so yes, we're not going to fight that. I do have a fire trap too. It really is going to pale in comparison to damage. Zoom through here, get some XP. I'm really close to another level in the fire trap, so once I get that, like, it should be doing enough damage to pretty much like take out these packs with ease. Oh yeah, easy peasy. Mana reservation efficiency. Here's the explosive trap level. Another essence down here. And the big spider. Added lightning damage support. I think I could use that. Slap that on the Frostblink. Why not? Another Greater Life Flask. Let's take out the magic enemies first. Boom. Very satisfying. Alright, since I did get a level, I can go back here, this waypoint, and try and check for flask. Because I goofed on the mana flask. Okay. Yes, greater mana flask. Need that. Okay, this chest. Interesting. We can chrome it. Look at that. That's a big upgrade. It's a little bit of life regen, but big thing is the armor. Replace the white chest. Alright, back chamber sins. Let's go get our lab trial. And then fight the guy at the end. Level 16. Definitely want lightning res when you come in here, because a lot of lightning damage in this zone. That's why I threw on this topaz ring. Level that clarity up as quick as we can. Let's see if this rare, like, no, it is another one of these. Soul Eater, extra damage this one has. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, keep spawning enemies, and they're like magic enemies too, so this is such good XP. You have to get comfortable with things. Some of these rares can be kind of nasty. Okay, I think I heard a chance orb. Out here, we need those. We need like 2 or 3 of them at least. Much later in the run. What's on this? Some life regen in addition to the mana regen? Sure. Actually, we could probably augment that. Give me some life. Some mana works too. Alright, got another level. Gets us to Charisma. 1 level away from getting all the mana reservation efficiency that we need. Okay, bear trap you, and then start spamming traps. If you got lightning resistance, you can just face tank it. Easy peasy. This exit to character select. Alright, we're going to take the Herald of Ash from here. I'm going to sell this stuff.
The spirit.
I'm going to purchase summon Skitterbots. Now, do we have sockets for these? No, we're going to use the Jeweler's Orb on these gloves. And we're going to chrome them. Yay, look at that. Red socket. Lucky me.
Be kind if you
Okay. Skitterbots. That. This. Okay, now we need to run down through Fell Shrine to get our other lab trial. Let's go do that first. We slap the stuff on. So if I did not get the mana reservation efficiency, I would not have that space there for casting the, for throwing the traps. And then we're going to take even more 15% mana reservation efficiency. So that'll be a nice buffer for when we need to like spam down traps. Do it okay for now. Got the clarity level and everything. And then we're getting a lot of extra damage as well now. They kind of spread them out this time. Froze me, but I almost blew up every monster that came out of it before they could do anything. Good stuff. Chromatics, Pure Frenzy. Good stuff. There was the multiple traps getting thrown. Sometimes it'll work, but I think it's better than the Topaz ring. We're going to use one of our essences on this. Okay. I will save till later. We need level 20. Alright, go get the lab trial. It's going to be in the top right of the zone. Hey, look, another rare beast. This one's going down a little quicker. Like barely hanging on with the mana. Grand Mana Flask. Grand Life Flask. That's an upgrade in Flask. As is this. Oh, that has life recovery from mana when used. Don't like that. Right, we want to go in this upward direction. We're going to find our trial. And we'll just zip through there real quick. Grab that, and then exit to character select. Like I have a logout macro on my mouse, like my back mouse button. If I press that, like I could be not playing the game for 15 minutes or something because I have to wait in the queue. That would be unfortunate. Right. That's better. We can go ahead and grab another topaz ring here, if possible. Yep, there is one. That, use another essence. So those are set. We have one wand ready. We're going to transmute this one. Could look for a better one, but we don't have the intelligence. So let's rock with that one. And then let's go kill Creighton. Okay, made it to Creighton. I'm going to click on Creighton. So this menu comes up. Then I'm going to spam down my traps. Gonna throw like a few of them, then drop a bear trap, click kill. Yay, Creighton's dead. Exit to character select. Now let's go kill Oak. Okay, got the waypoint in the riverways. I'm gonna follow this stone path wherever it goes. That'll take me to where Oak is. Then here we can pretty much do the exact same thing. Okay, we're gonna click on Oak, get the menu up. We're gonna start dropping traps. Like 7 or 8. Drop the bear trap, click kill. Almost one shot. Okay, there's Oak. Another Grand Life Flask. I want to grab the waypoint here.
Feed the worms.
That is another life recover from mana. Can't use that. Okay, we're going to go from this waypoint back to the riverways. And then continue on down to the Western Forest. Passives, we're going to keep going up. Now we're going to head towards Trickery along the life. That's where we're going next there. Alright, Western Forest. Waypoints on this side, so we're going to go to Illyria. And we help Illyria. I don't care about the resistances. I don't care about the crit multi. I want the flat mana region to help things early on. We're going to help.
That was all.
We can change that later if need be. Okay, we should be fine to transmute that, or alteration this flask, so I can get it in here. One level away from being able to upgrade the wands, and then start to fly. Way down the inner road, we're gonna kill this guy. Peasy. This. And then I'm going to exit character select, go get that passive for doing Weaver. It's quicker to go back to the waypoint usually anyways. Okay, got that. I'm going to vendor these two things. No. This one's slightly better.
Be well.
Not good. Need rare items. Go to the forest encampment so next time I exit the character select, then I can show up in the Act 2 town. And hopefully we get some rare items along this path. I'm not going to upgrade the weapons before Weaver. We'll do that before Vaal. Or we'll do it right after Weaver probably, because we'll be level 20. Assuming that I get level 20 here. And enough to get another alteration. We're also about to get another explosive trap level. We might not get level 20. Okay, we're not gonna run up there. Hey, Weaver's gonna spawn just up here. I'm gonna start throwing traps. I'll throw a bunch. I'll throw a bear trap and then dash in. And I missed. That's sad. I was a little too low. You can get away with one-shotting him there. With this. He's gonna keep spamming traps on the spot where he's gonna come down. Anytime now. Okay, there we go. We got an amulet. Well, that might do it. Okay, let's check. Do I want to wear this? Probably. It's okay. We're gonna vendor it. I need those transmutes. Fine. Can't actually do it yet anyways. But we can come here. I can't use any of these. I'd maybe use Trinity, but meh. So we can get rid of that. We want to purchase in here trap and mine damage. That's going to replace the chance to poison.
Goodbye.
Need that anymore. Now I still need transmutes. Okay. Passive. There. And we'll start going. We'll portal back once I can craft the wands, because it'll be worth. Alright, made it out of the Vaal ruins into the northern forest. Still, well, I did find a rare. It's just red, green, blue linked, so it's going to give me a chromatic item. Not the alterations that I need. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This'll work. This'll do it. Come on, guy. Gotta drop rares. There we go. Now, the wands off. We have to unequip everything from them. Go back here. Then we vendor these. I have 2 alterations. I have 2 magic wands. I have 2 rare topaz rings. Put all this in here. There, I have 2 wands with tier 6 flat lightning damage to spells. Now we're going to use those. And that's going to up the damage quite a bit, because we were getting to like 1 to like 21. Now we're getting 3 to 48 and 2 to 47. So, yeah, we'll have some damage now. Also got a second chance orb. That's huge, but not done. So I want to know, what are my resistances looking like? Pretty even. So on these wands, assuming I have transmutes, you wouldn't have this many crafts, right? So I have transmutes. I can craft some fire res, and then I'm going to craft lightning res on the other one. There we go. So now my resistances are looking a little better. And we'll carry on. And Vaal is going to get wrecked now that I got these wands. Also, now that I have these wands, this Frost Blink kind of slaps. Yeah, that was all Frost Blink. Well, I mean, I guess I got the shrine too, but you whack some stuff pretty hard. It's much easier to keep up Onslaught now that we have those wands until we get to Lab and get Onslaught from there. So, the wands are actually a speed buff, because it makes it easier to get the Onslaught. Oh, here's this guy. Normally everybody like runs by him. He's dead. Oh my goodness, look at how terrible this layout is. So I went all the way up here first. I saw the thing. So then I went back. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to take this path up. And then it didn't connect. Then I come up here. Go up here. This one's a dead end too. Just going to loop around again. I like it to the stairs. Alright, rolling up on Vaal here. You got to get passives. Get extra life. Pick the thing. We'll go get our spell damage crafting recipe. I'm going to wait a little bit because we don't want to waste the mana flask, right? Before we start spamming down traps. Throwing those extra. Okay, let's start spamming traps down. Right before he pops, I want to throw a bear trap. About half. Not bad. Okay, spam them down. Move out of that. And Vaal's dead. Yay. Alright. Roost. Sell.
Spread the word.
Okay, I did get a giant life flask, which is cool. Alright, on to Act 3. I still just got that fire trap. It's there. I don't even know if I've used it once. This is like unlinked what the burning ground is doing. It's got some degen to it. So I got some trap damage nodes. nothing great. It's not the explosive trap, but the explosive trap is also linked up, so... Oh look, another essence. I love seeing essences playing on this build. I should have thrown more. Hey, there's this guy. We'll drop a bear trap on him. Hey, and we gotta wait on Clarissa to get up. Okay. And what level are we? We are level 23. So we can't start looking for 4 links from the vendor till we're at least level 24. So if I was level 24 at this point, I'd probably like press my hideout macro from right here inside the town and then go check the vendor from the waypoint. Since we're not there yet, we'll just hold on to things. I don't think I need this iron ring anymore. I was going to use that to make a topaz ring if I needed to. Alrighty. More beasts. Telling me that my beasts are being removed to make space because I'm playing an SSF standard for this. Life regen, fire damage. Yep. Oh, there's a Vaal side area. There aren't any Vaal gems that I need for this build, so I am not going to worry about those. I'm going to keep going. Alright, made it to the crematorium. I am level 24 now, so I'm going to go ahead and waypoint back to town before clearing it, just to check for 4 links from the vendor here. We'll just kind of scan. I'm just going to start collecting 4 links of like any kind, if I can find them. Because there's a lot of options, like a lot of different ways we can take things once we get through the library. So when I crafted the resistances on my wands, even though I was pretty even across all of them, the reason I chose fire and lightning is because of this zone here. Fire for sure because we have to do the lab trial that has us like run through the burning ground up here. And then Piety with her lightning damage be a pain, so a little bit of extra lightning res to avoid that, but we're gonna obliterate Piety with these traps here in a second anyways. So if you don't have the resistances, maybe you're fine. Right, here we are. Okay, just start spamming traps down on Piety.
And that's why no one will miss you.
Come on.
Enough of this.
Alright, and then we have to clear the rest of the enemies she spawned with before we can go to Tolman. There we go. Exit the character select, save the portal. And we spawn closer up here. I got the level, so we will check Hargan again. Looking for 4 links. Nope, not that one. Nope, no 4 links. Alright, talk to Maramoa. Here, we're going to take the Poacher's Mark. And since, right, I'm not using this fire trap, I'm going to take it off so that I have a spot for the Poacher's Mark. What Poacher's Mark does, cursed enemies have minus 20 physical damage reduction and adds 6 to 9 physical damage to hits against cursed enemies. That is going to give increased physical damage to the explosive trap, therefore increased physical as extra fire as well. So we needed more damage, right? Of course we did.
See you.
If I had offhand weapons right now, I could be leveling the gem, but it's okay. Alright, got through the marketplace. Found myself another essence here. Now, you normally don't fight this giant statue along the way here, probably. See this one? They didn't bear trap him or curse him. Just melted him. Alright, so... Alright, I'm close. No, we haven't gotten level 26 yet, so we won't go back to town yet. Go get the lab trial, and after the lab trial, we'll go back to town, look for links again. Alright, there we go. And exit to character select. Just got level 26. Get the passive point. And what do we got this time? Anything? Okay, here's one. One costs an alteration. There's a pair of boots as well. I'm going to take both of these. And I don't have the support gems to link to anything, so I'm just going to store them. Just storing any potential, possibly, I could use this for links. Alright, next. I am working down through Elemental Focus. If you really wanted to go into the physical damage, you could push across for Fangs of the Viper. If you had the plus the level of skill gems wands, rather than the lightning damage crafted wands, you're trying to boost level the explosive trap, push across here for extra physical damage, and you get physical damage here with movement speed, which is nice, but since I'm stacking all this elemental damage, this works fine, and we can still get the trap damage here. And this will work better once we get the flamethrower trap. We're getting close to that. Onward towards the docks. Alright, got the waypoint in the battlefront. Not only am I going to grab this thing here, I want to come down here and I want to kill all of these enemies. And it will provoke the enemies down here usually to run up here from either side. They're going to start like running up here. A lot of good XP right there before you head into the docks. A giant life flask for me too. Ooh, another strong box. And I cover everything. Rogue Exile. Chromatic's good though. I've really been trying not to use the chromatics because we can use those to try and alter whatever 4 links we find along the way to give us suitable colors for whatever we want to do once we get there. Chance Orb gives me 3. Only level 27, but I already got the thing. I'd keep farming here for extra XP, extra 4 links, but meh. We'll just keep going. Alright, let's check these boots. No movement speed. Back here for 4 links. There's a 4-link chest. This one's going to be all red though, and I already have a red-blue potential, so I'm not going to take that one. Helmet that's all blue. That might be worth having.
Good luck to you.
Okay, keep piling them in. I'm going to take cold-hearted calculation before I take the saboteur, because like I need the intelligence if I want to keep leveling up the frostblink in particular. And making sure that it has as much damage as possible is really nice, especially at this stage, because we still are relying on it for our onslaught. Really like the only way we can get it. The ribbons in this zone go down very easily with Frostblink as well. It's almost free. You don't have to worry about anything, you just kind of dash. We'll take out these bosses too though, just in case. Okay, made it to the bottom of Solaris level 2. Here for this quest award, I'm going to take whatever I feel like I need. Do I need the strength more? Do I need the intelligence more? We're getting intelligence as we're going, but we're not getting much more strength, so I tend to take the strength one. Take the talc. Life, fire, cold. Yeah, it's probably better. Long run. ring, or that amulet was giving me a lot of regen.
How you doing?
I did not get another level, but I did get another 4-link. I need to be hauling the essences around at the moment either. There's a bunch of stuff I can just drop off here. Give myself some more space. Alright, back to the sewers. Now, we don't need to go fight Graviscus. I don't even think I can get the flamethrower trap as a reward for killing him. We're just gonna rush straight to the library. Okay, library quest is completed. Turned in my pages. Now, there's nothing here that I really want. I can take the second wind in case I find a place to use it. But now, here is where you really got to decide how you want to start progressing things. Do you you could at this point take the fire trap and you could, it's like, okay, now I can get the controlled destruction. Now I could get the elemental focus. Now I could get the burning damage. And there's your 4-link for your fire trap. You can't get any of these gems on a ranger until here. So now you can say, okay, well, I'm kind of spec'd into the exact tree pretty much I would be anyways. You've got damage right here with entropy. You could instead not use the poacher's mark, grab yourself a flammability, get yourself a wave of conviction, and then use that to you can't apply curses yet until you get through Act 4. You could use this to apply the flammability and get the exposure. So you could go at this point it's okay, I could go that route. And maybe you don't want to use burning damage, you could use a trap and mind damage in here. Then you're looking at 2 greens, 2 blues, or you got a red. This one's got a red, 2 greens, so I could just swap out one of these, and now I have this set up. I could throw in these boots. I'm gonna lose the movement speed, but whatever, these have a lot of life, but they got the colors, right? But what I'm gonna do at this point is instead, I'm going to get myself a lightning spire trap. I'm going to grab a flamethrower trap, and then I would like to link this however I can. So if I can get trap and mind damage, that's cool. Control destruction, or I take out trap and mind damage and get this color. So it's how do I get that? I use this helmet. Okay, let's try and get a green socket. There we go. This helmet is now going to be a double 3-link for flamethrower trap and lightning spire trap that are going to get these bonuses from the flat lightning damage to spells. And I can slap that on helmet there. So that's cool. Alright, so what about the explosive trap? Explosive trap is good. Added fire damage. Trap and mind damage is fine. But we can kind of look at the exact same thing. We have this infantry brigadier here. Let's see if I can get this to be more greens than reds. Like that. So what do I put at a green, actually? And I'm out of chance orbs. Because I bought the burning damage. So you have to carefully look at things here. But you have a lot more options. I guess I could swift assembly it in this chest. Or I could use multiple traps. I don't like multiple traps. This would give me better clear speed, but I think less boss damage potential. I guess what I would really be looking for here is probably controlled destruction or an elemental focus in there, in that spot. Or maybe I do this thing with the boots, right? This. Um, elemental focus. Move the bear trap to here. And rock that instead. Yeah, get rid of that. That's definitely better. But yeah, it's all of like, that's why I grabbed a bunch of these. Like, what sockets based on how I want to send this forward do I want to get? So that's why I had all of those extra links. But now, let's see here. This is supposed to be steel skin. Now I've got these extra traps for extra damage against the bosses. I can still run the Poacher's Mark. I could get an elemental weakness. I could go ahead and grab my Bane. I could grab my Flammability. I could grab my Despair. And I got my Fire Trap. So I know I'm going into Fire Trap at some point. So now I could just be leveling all these gems in my offhand, which is what I would do, right? So let's go grab some wands for that.
Yes.
Not from there. We go to Act 1 for that. Or maybe Act 2. Okay, here's 2 wands. Easy peasy.
With the spirit.
I don't have any chromes, but do. There we go. So I can start leveling all these. If you're gonna level the Bane, you want to keep it the same level as your curses because it applies curses equaling level 24 or lower, and they all start out at level 24, so you can keep all of that grouped together. Get the fire trap in there. Okay, and then there we go. And I don't need any of this rest of this stuff. I lost some movement speed, but we're gonna go get it back. Need to go back to Act 3. Next thing on my agenda is I'm gonna go do lab right now. I would rather go ahead and get the permanent onslaught before going to fight Piety. I know I can kill Piety, but I know I'm confident enough in my damage right now to just jump right in and go take out Izaro. For me, that seems like the better play in this spot. Okay, there we go. Let's go do lap. Alright, my skitterbot's turned off. And the whole change. Alright, let's fight Izaro. Now I got a lot more traps that I can throw down. I can throw down all of my traps like this, and then I drop the lightning spires, and I need the mana, and we can Poacher's Mark. And there we go. There's Izaro. He's still got mana issues. Alright, so I happened upon a massive shrine. Do this again. Spam these down, spam these ones down. Hit him with the curse, hit him with the bear trap. Don't get hit by that. And there we go. So that's pretty much how things go from here on out. Until the flat damage from the wand starts to fall off. Or you decide oh, I got good enough stuff that I can switch into the fire trap. But you definitely want to be making sure you're leveling the fire trap, or else it's gonna feel bad when you switch to it no matter what. You want to be getting those levels there. And if you're not comfortable with lab this early, it's completely fine to wait. I'm doing it just for speed. Then I won't have to rely on my Frost Blink any longer for that onslaught. Just the passive speed buff. Then I could do something like link my Steel Skin and my Frostblink to Arcane Surge, which I definitely just purchased at the library gym vendor. Definitely did that. Because that gives me more damage. That's a joke. I did forget, but I should have done that. Alright, last one. And it is really easy to come in here and be a little bit cocky, knowing that you have, like, so much damage. And you can get hit, and that could just be the end of you in here. Alright, look at all those rares. Alright. And I definitely want to be able to vendor all those, so I'm going to come out this way so I don't forget to pick them up. And dump all these in my tab here. Grab more stuff. Yay, okay. That one can stay. And there's more things. We'll take the wand. Just to see. Nope. Here, we go Raider. Send. Take the Onslaught. Let's go. And vendor stuff. And I happened upon a Binding Orb as well. So that allows me to grab some gloves here. These require level 31. Maybe I grab a chest piece. Yeah. Grab this chest piece. Let's bind. No, let's armor scrap it. Then binding orbit. Now we have. I could swap these into this. If I wanted. Get the movement speed boots back. That I definitely didn't vendor anything. Check to see if there's anything here, but like the socket links are more valuable than whatever's rolling on the gear. So I guess what's next? We go kill Piety Dominus. I should go get that Arcane Surge probably. Definitely don't need this Onslaught Gem anymore. Do we kill Gravicius? He's still so tanky. There we go. Giant mana flask. Yep, that's an upgrade. So at this point, since I have decided that I'm going to keep playing the explosive trap for quite a while, something that I could do to increase my damage is increase the trap throwing speed, which is going to increase my mana consumption even further. And then traveling up here to get to the life, to get to this extra fire damage, and get to the damage over time multiplier stuff. There's trap throwing speed, trap trigger area effect right here. So I'm going to spec into those. I get an extra trap trigger area effect or mana reservation efficiency of the skitterbots right here. While I'm still using the explosive trap, and that's going to help benefit the other cooldown traps I have as well. We just fly. Weak enemy. Dead. I guess we should kill Cole too, since we're kind of OP. If you want to avoid Cole, take this path. Go up the stairs. Go around. Because he's going to try and follow. There's Cole. Easy peasy. Next up is Piety. Alright, Here's Piety.
I have pursued
Drop
a
some
great
traps. Drop these ones and these ones and a bear trap and a curse and... Ah, there goes Piety. Yahoo! Alright, pretty much back where we started. This time on different iteration of the build. And there go those ones. This one. That one. And this one.
Have you ever seen the true face of God in exile?
I gotta stay on this mana flask. It's crazy. We'll get hit by that.
This world is an illusion.
Alright, drop these ones, drop these ones, drop a bear trap, drop these, curse him. Oh, it's so satisfying. And then we go.
To regret our mistakes.
Right? So, I feel like I could have just like kept going and we could just like keep going from boss to boss to boss. It's going to be the same thing over and over and over at this point. But instead, we're going to stop and say, what if we would have gone into the fire trap? What is that? This is an insane foil for leveling. Okay, so what if we had instead spec'd into a fire trap? Or maybe as I did in my previous run, Izaro drops us a pyre ring that gives you a lot of burning damage. So I saw that and I'm just like, oh, that would definitely make me go into the fire trap. I didn't do that though because I wanted to test out this nonsense. So let's test it out then. This fire trap is not leveled. Let's switch to the other character. Literally like almost identical thing. This one I had 2 greens instead of the blues, right? I got my gems all linked. I happened to get a Victorio's Flight. Like different setups on the like sockets. See, I also have my extra 4 links from this run. So we could do the exact same thing. I'm pretty sure on this one, yeah, my fire trap is leveled. So let's throw in a fire trap. We'll do it with the burning damage. We'll use the elemental focus, control destruction, take out the explosive trap. So then the next thing we need, we don't need these extra traps. We would want to go get Wave of Conviction at the library. Wave of Conviction. And with that Wave of Conviction, what else do we need? Probably want added fire damage. This. Make sure that it does the most damage as fire. The thing is, we're adding all of this flat lightning, so that's not going to work, right? So that brings up this plus to fire skills want. So I found one in the last run, so we're going to use this. Putting this extra flat lightning damage on all of my skills is not going to help my fire trap burning damage. That's why we go for the Searing Touch in the end. Because that's just going to give us the damage. Now, since this is a low-level wand, let's say I had 2 of them. Hypothetically. Oh, I went on trade and I got an extra +1 fire wand. Because there are gonna be people that find them. They're gonna list them, sell them. We'll just like brute force make one. There we go. So now we have 2 fire spell skill gems wands. Now eventually you get to the point where you get to maps, right? You regal this if you don't have the Searing Touch yet. Then you come to your crafting bench after you start getting some veiled modifiers. And then you just slap some... Okay, let's do it this way. Fire damage over time multiplier on this. And this will carry you in. Okay. Pretty simple. And then we don't need... I mean, the bear trap says enemies take increased damage from trap and mine hits. That's not going to help us. Trap and mine damage we don't need anymore. We're going to use flammability. Yeah, that should be fine. And then we have a wave of conviction with the fire. We have a chest in here. One that I can use. Use this helmet instead. I'm gonna borrow an essence from over here. Oh, there's a wave of conviction with added fire damage. And we could do other things. We could grab more alts. And I guess this chest can go back on. We can give it a controlled destruction, that's fine. We can give it a faster casting even. And then I need a red socket for my steel skin. I'm missing something else. I need my frost blink, arcane surge. This can go all together with my steel skin. So my steel skin can give me arcane surge as well. I need my auras. Verity. My Herald of Ash. My skitterbots. I still have. Okay. Kind of a mess. Need another red socket, it looks like. Okay. That appears to be everything. Right, and that's Wave of Conviction. We need a faster casting for it. We can get here. Or we could get Elemental Focus for it to allow it to do more damage. Actually, let's do that instead. Because if I remember correctly, when I was playing this last time I leveled it, instead of having this route, I probably had these wands still, just cleared with the Wave of Conviction. Because you can just do that. Because it's going to benefit from all this extra damage, and it's going to be able to clear. So you can do that with your extra flat damage, instead of going this route and using the traps. Look, that works, right? That's why I went out of my way every single one of those early levels looking for this plus level of fire skill gems wand. If I can get it for myself, I don't have to stop. I don't have to buy it from someone else. Like, I don't have to worry about it. I can just, when I want to swap it to fire trap, I can go. And they're like, it's pretty clear this is still doing damage. Like an exposure, and I can do that. It's definitely not as high damage potential, right, as the explosive trap setup with all of its nonsense. It's not going to have quite the single target, but it's not bad by any means. I'm getting these +2 to fire skills. The difference is the explosive trap setup is going to fall off. This is scaling entirely off the skill gem's level. So every time you get a skill gem level, your damage skyrockets. The only thing that can happen with these wands, right, is they can be improved. Like I craft the fire dot multi, or at this point, I craft the spell damage. So I didn't want to leave you hanging, just like, oh, you should play the fire trap build, and my leveling guide's not fire trap. It's there. It's just a little bit easier to just stay with the momentum you have with the explosive trap and just keep rolling with it, because like it's like just the same. You just don't have to do the stop and like, oh, I have to reset all of my stuff and whatnot. We just keep rolling with what we got, and I'll run this zone one more time. Like, this is already set up. This was a little bit easier to get going, and we just go. I don't know if I threw that pyre ring on or not, but that pyre ring also, like, that's a lot of extra damage if you get your hands on one of those. And honestly, just like comparing the two, like in this zones, like with the wands, like they're pretty similar. The thing is, like, the levels are not going to carry the explosive trap like they will the fire trap. So maybe this is the point where you start thinking about, like, oh, maybe I switch, or instead of switch, stop and switch, just start preparing it in the background so you can switch once you're ready. But like, this does have some pretty gnarly boss damage once you get all the lightning spires and flamethrower traps down. And the poacher's mark is also nuts. The extra flat fizz damage. But yeah, there's two ways you can go with it, and I don't think I respect the nodes. Like, I should have respect these points, put them in down here for the dot multi. Takes a little bit of time to get everything down, but yep, I think that's where we wrap this up. If you enjoyed the video, definitely hit the like button, subscribe, make sure you don't miss more videos from me. I like to try and post daily videos during the league, updating like in kind of a vlog-like fashion what I have going on during the league. And if you would like to help support my channel, please consider using the super thanks, the little heart button that's just below the video, or by becoming a member, and you'll get badges next to your name in comments or in future live streams, which I will live stream at some point once I have the internet capabilities. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. See you next time. Cheers.